Hey everyone! Today, we have some surprising news from SpaceX. While the Starship rocket often faces issues, the Falcon 9 has been their most reliable, launching almost every week without problems. However, this time the Falcon 9 had a major problem, costing SpaceX a lot. The FAA is now looking into possibly punishing the company. We'll dive into all the details, but first, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates on SpaceX rocket launches. In a rare setback for SpaceX, a Falcon 9 rocket had an issue shortly after liftoff on July 12, 2024, possibly endangering its mission to deliver a batch of Starlink satellites into orbit. This happened at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. Right after the first stage separation, an unexpected problem arose. Early reports suggest the second stage might have malfunctioned, stopping the rocket from reaching its planned orbit. SpaceX hasn't given specific details yet. This failure is significant as SpaceX has successfully launched and landed Falcon 9 rockets over 200 times. The last major in-flight failure of a Falcon 9 happened in 2015 during a NASA mission, where the rocket disintegrated during ascent. In 2016, another Falcon 9 exploded on the launch pad during a fueling test, destroying a satellite. Since then, SpaceX has had an impressive streak of successful launches until this recent incident. SpaceX takes pride in the Falcon 9's reliability and its ability to deliver payloads to various orbits while also returning the first stage for reuse. The reusable nature of the Falcon 9 has been a game-changer in the aerospace industry, significantly reducing the cost of access to space. The Falcon 9 is a two-stage rocket capable of carrying up to 22,800 kilograms to low Earth orbit. The rocket's first stage is powered by 9 Merlin engines, each producing 845 kilonewtons of thrust, arranged in an OptiWeb configuration. The first stage is designed to return to Earth and land vertically after separating from the second stage. After separation, the first stage performs controlled burns to slow down and reorient itself for re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. SpaceX uses autonomous drone ships, like Of Course I Still Love You and Just Read the Instructions, positioned in the ocean to recover the first stage when landing on solid ground isn't possible. Some missions allow the first stage to return to landing zones near the launch site. The second stage of the Falcon 9, powered by a single Merlin vacuum engine, is responsible for delivering the payload to its final orbit. This stage ignites after the first stage separation and continues to burn until the desired orbit is reached. In this mission, it seems the second stage may have had issues, leading to the failure of the mission. The main payload for the recently failed mission was a batch of Starlink satellites. The FAA has expressed significant concern about this incident and announced a thorough investigation to find out what caused the failure. They have grounded the Falcon 9 rocket until the investigation is complete and all safety concerns are addressed. This development could lead to regulatory actions and changes to SpaceX's operational procedures. The FAA emphasized that no public injuries or property damage occurred due to the incident. The relationship between the FAA and SpaceX has already been strained, and this rocket failure will undoubtedly make it more challenging for SpaceX to secure future launch licenses. We all remember how hard SpaceX worked to get a single launch license for the Starship, especially during the first launch in 2023. They waited almost a year for the necessary approvals. The initial launch intended to send Starship into orbit faced delays due to environmental reviews and safety assessments. The first launch license for Starship was granted after an extensive review in April 2023. The second Starship launch, initially planned for late 2023, encountered similar regulatory hurdles. It wasn't until November 2023 that SpaceX received the modified launch license. The third launch, in March 2024, also faced a detailed investigation after a mishap, delaying subsequent launches. The upcoming launch of Starship is under review, with SpaceX making several modifications to address previous issues. However, the recent failure of the Falcon 9 could complicate the process of obtaining the next launch license for Starship. Normally, the fifth flight of Starship is expected to launch in late July 2024. This flight will be ambitious, featuring an attempt to catch the Super Heavy booster with the chopstick arms of the launch tower to facilitate rapid reusability. This fifth test flight involves numerous pre-launch tests, including static fires and wet dress rehearsals. SpaceX aims to perform a precise landing of the booster using the tower arms. These chopstick arms are part of the Mechazilla launch tower, designed to catch the descending booster for quick refurbishment and relaunch. During the fourth flight, SpaceX successfully performed simulations and static fire tests to refine the catching process. The booster landed within the planned area, providing data and confidence for SpaceX to attempt a real catch on the upcoming fifth flight. SpaceX aims to conduct 25 flights annually from Starbase, meaning 2 to 3 launches per month. This plan is now under FAA consideration. On July 15, SpaceX conducted a full-duration static fire of its Super Heavy booster, a critical test ahead of Starship's next integrated flight test. This will be the fifth launch of Starship's fully stacked vehicle and is set to be the most ambitious to date. The 233-ton booster was transported to the launch pad on July 9th. The static test fire involved the rocket's 33 Raptor engines firing at full thrust for about 20 seconds. SpaceX shared videos of this event. Previous test flights of Starship have progressively achieved more. The most recent launch in June was a complete success, with both Starship and its Super Heavy booster returning for controlled ocean splashdowns. SpaceX aims to build on this success with the fifth flight. Starship is designed to be a fully reusable spacecraft. Like the Falcon 9 booster, Super Heavy uses grid fins to control its re-entry. However, unlike Falcon 9, Super Heavy is intended to fly straight back to the launch pad. The launch tower has 2 large chopstick arms designed to catch Super Heavy by its grid fins, facilitating rapid refurbishment for the next launch. During the fourth flight, SpaceX tested the timing and capabilities of the chopstick arms. Now, SpaceX plans to attempt the catch in earnest. Following the fourth orbital flight, Musk indicated they are aiming to try this in late July. Regarding the next launch, Musk suggested it could happen around August 2nd. The fifth flight could potentially lift off in early August if everything goes according to plan. SpaceX has made significant upgrades to both the Starship system and its launch pad since the first flight. These include over 1,000 modifications to improve thrust vector control and payload capacity, and improvements to the launch pad itself, such as a water-cooled steel plate to protect it during launches. NASA has contracted Starship as the lunar lander for its Artemis 3 mission. SpaceX CEO Musk has also stated that Starship could eventually carry humans to Mars. And that's all for today's update. If you enjoyed watching and found it useful, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.